Hi guys, we're here with the Ultimate Racing League for the Saturday Championship, and this is the multi-class GR2s and GR4s. And as you can see, we are at the famous, as you can see, we've travelled to Belgium for the famous track of Spa 24. It's a 50-minute race, and they have to use all tyres unless it decides to rain, which I believe there is rain due to fall in this race. So by the time it goes over the first bar, the mandatory tyre rule goes out the window because it will be known as a wet race. So anyway, we have a brilliant 13 people on track today. So in the GR2s we have IQ on pole, Blackstar in second, Frank in third, Rufus in fourth, Willard in fifth. I was going to call him Ned. He's 4E, but I was cool. I know his other name which shows up as basically has Ned in it, so I'll just say that. It'll be easier for me. Phaser, and that's the last of the GR2s. The start of the GR4s are Phaser in 7th, Carlsberg in 8th, Stealth in 9th, Bish in 10th, Shoo in 11th, Labillion in 12th, and the Saint in 13th. So let's get this race on the way and see how it does with this 50 minutes. Lights out, and away we go. And yes, they're just waiting for the lights to come up, and they are off. All the way down towards the hill to go round the wrong, or whatever it's called. I know some of the names of these corners, but I can't remember off by heart. This is about 2 minutes something lap, just over 2 minutes. IQ's already got a little bit of a gap, but they're all going down here. Rufus gets him. Rufus has had a brilliant start. He started in 5th, he's already back up to 2nd, so he's had a brilliant start so far. Blackstar's down to 3rd, with Willard that's up to 4th. You got Ned there in 5th. Frank's dropped down to 6th. He had a little off on that corner, unfortunately. Carlsberg has got past Phaser, with Phaser dropping down in position, with Stealthy there behind him there in 9th. Bish there, falling behind a little bit, with the Shoo there in 11th, Billion there 12th, and the Saint there in 13th. It does look like IQ is going for it. IQ has actually pulled out a gap to Rufus at the moment. Rufus trying to pull it. Rufus has got a bit of a gap to IQ, but let's go on board with Blackstar. Run a lap with Blackstar as he's chasing Rufus down, and has Willard just behind him as well. Coming through turn 1, taking it nice and tightly, trying to get out as much speed as possible coming out of it. Coming through the bumps. Looks like Blackstar's definitely getting into the slipstream of Rufus here. Going for a move, but he backs out. He doesn't force Rufus into a... Well, he just backs out, lets Rufus take the corner. Well, Willard's picked up a half-second penalty now. come through the next set of few corners. Rufus has really just opened up that gap to Black Star now. Although Black Star started on the medium tyres, Rufus I believe started on the soft tyres. That's a lap with Black Star. On this one, at the moment, right, so at the moment, so Ned and Frank are probably the closest to each other. Looks like Frank's eyeing up a move on Ned here. Side by side coming towards the corner, and Frank gets past. Let's see where Fazer is coming. He's coming through the last few corners with Carlsberg right behind him. Carlsberg did get ahead, but now Fazer's got back ahead with Carlsberg dropping just behind, and Stealth is just there but as well. Bish is just there as well. No, Bish is not too far behind. As they race down towards the hill, and you look up at the skies, and the clouds have definitely come in. It definitely looks like the rain could be on its way. They come through this corner. Looks like Carlsberg is right. Carlsberg is really trying to push for a Fazer here to try and get past, but they've also got Stealthy right behind them as well. Bish has dropped off a little bit in that McLaren. The Shushu's dropped off a little bit as well, but he's got the same all over his rear bumper, looking to try and get past. And the Billions there dropped off a little bit there in 13th. So lap 4, IQ still leading the race, and he's actually got quite a healthy lead over Rufus. Picked up a piece, got a half-second penalty, but he's actually got quite a healthy lead over Rufus, who's in second. At the moment, IQ's got the fastest lap with a 2:02.4. Rufus's fastest lap is a 2:03.5. So over a second slower than IQ. Rufus is, and Willard's like, let's see, Willard is on a 2:03.506. Rufus is on a 2:03.5. So Willard is driving a little bit quicker, but it's not enough to catch up to Rufus. Rufus is doing a good job keeping Willard there. Frank has got himself up to 4th now, so he's had a good comeback after that bad start. You got Black Stars there. He's dropped down to 5th now. I think that's because everyone else is on soft. Yeah, everyone else is on soft tyres, whereas he's on the medium tyres. Ned there in 6th. Baser has started to drop Carlsberg now. But Carlsberg is in a battle with the Stealthy. Stealthy looking to try and get past. And you got the Bish there in 10th, the Shushu there in 11th. So Shushu's dropped Saint a little bit now. Oh, the blue. Oh no, I was going to say the blue flag is because it's just about to be lapped by the first place guys. Just look. Ooh, IQ is up on his time again. He's just going, weaving in and out of the GR4s to get past as quickly as possible. And we missed that corner up a little bit there, IQ did. And there is Rufus just coming out of that corner. Weaving in and out. I think maybe Willard's seen something that no one else has seen. And Rufus has really cut that, has really closed that gap to IQ now. Rufus is pushing now to close that gap onto IQ now. There was quite a good lead, now it's really cut down in half after that mistake from IQ. So what's Willard gonna do? He's just coming out of the pits. Oh, his windscreen wipers are going now, so I think he may have saw the rain coming. But he's the first person to come out onto the wets. But yeah, the rain is falling now. As the races, IQ races done, is he going to go into the pits this lap? Yes, he does. So does Rufus as well. Rufus and IQ both going to the pits. What about, is everyone else going to go into the pits? Willard's already been into the pits. So the question is going to be how much is he going to be able to catch, because he was in 3rd place before he pitted. So the GR4s are starting to go into the pits now as well. So literally now everyone is in the pits apart from Willard. The question is going to be, will Willard be able to have to jump here and take the lead? He is racing down towards the end. Looks like Shushu's struggling a little bit. He looks like he messed up that corner a little bit, so he got reset by the looks of it. But he is now finally made it to the pits. So IQ and Rufus are back on their way back out again. And they have both come out onto the wet stuff. on the wet tyres. Frank's back out as well. Black Star's come back out as well. Ooh, Ned's come out. He's picked up a 3-second penalty, unfortunately. Willard's. Ooh, okay. So that hasn't gone according to what I thought. Unfortunately, Willard's come back out at the last place, in 6th place. He was in 1st, so he's dropped a few places. So maybe you should have waited all the lap and got in when everyone else went in. That would have may have worked out better for him, but unfortunately he's fallen a bit further than he wanted down. So let's see. So Phaser has come out on the wets. Stealth's come out on the wets. Colesberg's come out on the intermediates. He's dropped a place. Saint there in 10th. Bishop in 11th. He's come out. Ooh. Come out onto the intermediates. That hasn't really worked out for him there. He's dropped down to 12th now. And Shoo is dropped off a little bit, unfortunately. Does look like at the moment, it looks like Rufus is definitely closing that gap on IQ. And it looks like Rufus is going for the lead. They are side by side coming into this corner. And Rufus has taken the lead. With IQ chasing him down in 2nd. Frank's there in 3rd. Willard's made his way up to 4th now. With Ned and Blackstar battling it out for that 5th position. So Blackstar has got himself up to 5th. That's Ned's dropped down to 6th. A little bit wide there for Phaser there. He could pick up a half-second penalty here. Yep, he does. He's actually got a good lead over Colesberg now. He's kind of dropped Colesberg here. He's still battling with the Stealthy though. Stealthy's just behind him. I think Colesberg could be on completely wrong tyres here. He probably should be on hard. He probably should be on wets like everyone else. It's giving the Stealthy the opportunity to go for a move on him. The Billionaire in 10th. Saint is in 11th still. With Bish there in 12th. Looks like their intermediates are not working for him either. And Shushu's still got a bit of a gap to Bish. Right at the front, so Rufus is still leading, and he has started to pull away from IQ now. It just seems like, looking at their times, so Rufus's last lap was a 2 minutes 20.4. IQ's was a 2 minutes 23.3. So it looks like Rufus is doing better in the wet than everyone else is. Let's have a look out of everyone else. So 220 for Rufus, 223 for IQ, 224 for Frank, 221 for Willard, 222 for Blackstar, and 230 for Isaac. The closest person in time is Willard at the moment, so this could play into completely into Willard's hands. And there's the yellow flag. Oh, IQ's come off. What happened to IQ? He's chasing Rufus down, coming through these few corners. Ooh, takes that corner a bit. Ooh, hits that curb and it spits him back out again. That's a shame for him there. That's allowed Frank now to take that position. Will IQ lose another position to Willard? Willard is coming up on him quite quickly. And looking at Rufus, he's just dropped everyone now. Let's see. Yeah, look at it. Looking at that gap, so Rufus is leading this race with a big gap. Frank's just going through the boss now. Like he's struggling a little bit. And IQ there in third, with Willard chasing him down. It does look like IQ is starting to drop Willard a little bit. Well, he's trying to. Looking at their times, IQ's lost that was a 2 minutes 31. And Willard's was a 2 minutes 22, but IQ did have a little mistake in that the last lap. Blackstar there is all on his own at the moment. He's trying to close that gap on to Willard. 2 seconds quicker than Willard this lap, the last lap. So he definitely is trying to catch Willard up. And Isaac there in 6th, he's dropped off the pace unfortunately, with his last lap being a 2:27.4. Either is there in 7th, first place for the GR4s. He has a good lead over Stealthy, who is there in 8th, second place for the GR4s. And Carlsberg, they're in 9th, third for the GR4s. Billionaire in 10th. Saint there in 11th. Bish there in 12th, and Shoo there in 13th. So they're all sort of a little bit split up at the moment. With Rufus there, the rain has stopped. Nope, the rain is still going a little bit. The rain is not so hard now. And this come the end of this lap, they will be halfway through this race. I mean, it doesn't look like there's anyone stopping Rufus. Rufus getting that a little bit wrong, but he managed to keep it the right way on the grey stuff. He does have a decent, Rufus does have a decent lead over Frank at the moment. Frank's done whatever he can to catch Rufus back up. So Rufus's last lap was a 220.012. Frank's was a 220.089. So not much difference in their times whatsoever. So Frank's decided, I think Frank's going to try and go onto the mediums now. Because there is a dry line opening up now. We are more than halfway through this race now. With Rufus with a massive lead over Willard there at the moment in second. He has got ahead of IQ. And there is definitely a dry line starting to show up now. At the moment, Rufus has got a massive lead over Willard there in second. Gets a bit of gravel there. Willard's now got IQ's close that gap right up on Willard now as they start battling. So Rufus is the next one to go into the pit. Are Willard and IQ going to do the same? Nope, they carry on. Willard has now taken the lead for the time being, with IQ up to second, Black Star up to third, Isaac up to fourth. Rufus is just changing his tyres. What is he going on now? I think he might be going on to the intermediates. He's filling his tyres up. Yep, so Rufus comes out in 5th. Frank is who was in 2nd before his pit stop, so it's there. So Rufus has got back out ahead of Frank quite easily. So Ned there is trying to chase down the Black Star. With the Rufus there down in 5th at the moment. Frank there in 6th, chasing the Rufus down. Phaser there in 7th, Stealthy there in 8th. Colberg he's closing the gap on Stealthy, but he has got a gap. So as they carry on through these corners, they're going on for, these two have gone on for another lap. I think they're going for as many laps before they have to change onto a different tyre. With Black Star there in 3rd, he's being chased down by Isaac. Isaac's on the intermediate, so he's actually on the faster tyre now. Because Black Star's there still on the wets. And these two are battling hard here. With Rufus there, he's picked up a half-second penalty from somewhere, trying to chase down the top 4. Frank's not too far behind him. Phaser's there, still leading the GR4s. He's got quite a healthy lead over Stealthy, who's got Colesberg all over his rear bumper. But Stealthy's got a half-second penalty to pick up now, to serve now. So even if all Colesberg really has to do, doesn't have to even battle him. But Colesberg is trying to go up the inside, but no, wasn't able to. All Colesberg's really got to do now is just wait for Stealthy to hit the penalty line, and he will serve that half-second, and Colesberg will just go past nice and easily. Stealthy goes out very wide there. Colesberg manages to go for a move even before Stealthy serves that penalty. Labillion there in 10th, Saint there in 13th, Bish there in 12th. Bish is there Let's have a look. So, Billions all on his own. Saints all on his own. Bish is all on his own. And Shoo Shoo is all on his own. Willard still has the lead currently. So Stealthy and the Billion have gone into the pits now to go to the intermediates, I think. So Isaac's got a half-second penalty. Looks like Rufus is closing that gap gradually onto Isaac. So IQ has finally gone into the pits. Willard's gone for another lap. But IQ and Blackstar have both gone into the pits. Is that going to cost Willard some time there? Because Willard's carried on. And IQ and Blackstar have both gone into the pits to change their tyres. I don't know what they're going to go on to. Isaac is carrying on as well. So Isaac is up to second place at the moment, with Rufus now back up to third. Just having to navigate Shoo Shoo and the Saint. But Shoo Shoo has made him a place up now. Okay, so Shoo Shoo's come out on the mediums, Saint has come out on the softs. So Willard is still on the wets, Isaac's on the intermediates, Rufus is on the intermediates, Frank has come out, is on the intermediates, IQ's come out onto the softs, Blackstar's come out onto the softs as well, so now let's see what they can do with the soft tyres. Fraser's still out there. Carlsberg is there in second for the GR4s on intermediates. Bish is on intermediates. Stealthy's come out onto the softs. The Billions come out on the softs. So is the same. So Willard has now taken to the pits. Isaac has taken the lead for the time being. Rufus is there up to second now as well. But he is definitely closing in on, let's have a look at their time. So Isaac's last lap was a 2 minutes 10.6. Rufus was a 2:10.4. Rufus is running quick. He's definitely running a little bit quicker than Isaac. He is gaining on Isaac every single corner. And Frank is there. trying to catch Rufus up but not being able to. And then Willard there, he's just come out of the pits in full with 3-second time penalty as well, which she's going to have to serve. IQ there, but it's behind him there in 5th. And Black Star there. Coming into the pits again. He was on softs, but he's come back out back into the pits. I don't know why he's come back in the pits. Maybe he's decided that they're not the right tyres. See, what's he coming back out on? Because he's on the soft tyres there. Well, he's come back out on intermediates, maybe thinking that the soft tyres ain't gonna do good. He's picked up 3-second penalty as well. Rufus is retaking the lead. Isaac is in the pits currently, so Rufus will retake the lead. The track is getting really dry now. Rufus is having to, literally he's on the intermediate still, he's having to just, try and keep as much of the wet track as he can. Frank is up to second now. RQ is there on his soft tyres. He comes round that corner. He's got a good lead over second place Rufus has. Oh, Rufus has just got it all wrong. See what happened to Rufus? Oh, got that corner wrong. It hits the sand and the green stuff and it hits him. But luckily he was able to get going again. He's only lost a few seconds there, thankfully. He's got going again straight away. Well, that's definitely helped. Oh, IQ just spun it as well. Coming around this corner. Oh, well, that was going to happen. He's gone to hit the curb and come around the corner. It's just spun him back out again because that was wet and the softs don't like the wet. That's allowed Willard to get past. Also, Frank going into the pits again. Not much time left, but he has decided to go into the pits. I think he must be going on to the softs now, so that's going to allow Willard to take second spot. I'm looking at Rufus has still got a big lead over Willard in second place. And we are at the 41st minute, so only 8 minutes left to go of this 50-minute race. And Rufus is still on the intermediates. What is Rufus going to try and make these tyres last till the end, or will he pit? That's going to be the question. Well, if he pits, he will Willard will definitely get that place from him. If he stays on the intermediates, it's just going to be a matter of if he can keep it on track and keep it going. Willard is there in second position with a 2:08.6. And Rufus with a 2:17.6, but he did spin the previous lap. So Willard is going to be, Willard will probably realise that Rufus hasn't pitted, so he's going to probably be pushing as much as he can out of that Lexus to see if he can close that gap onto me Rufus. IQ there is, yeah, Willard's got a good gap to IQ there in third. IQ's just trying to get past Colesberg here, proving a little bit difficult. He doesn't want to go on the wet stuff. Then you got the Frank there after his pit stop onto mediums. He has come out in full position. Oh, he goes for a spinsy winsy. Isaac just had a spinsy winsy as well. Black Star is now trying to do whatever he can. Well, Black Star has got quite a big gap to Isaac. Isaac has got, so Isaac is chasing down the front. Isaac is now right behind the Frank, whereas the Black Star is, there is not many laps, about 5 laps. 5 minutes left, 5.5 minutes left to go, and there is a big gap from Isaac to Black Star. Very much, not very likely that Black Star will now be able to close the gap. Colesberg there, he has the lead for the GR4s on those intermediates. Probably imagine that Colesberg will have to come into the pits this lap. And where's Stealthy? So Stealthy is there. Stealthy's on the soft tyres. And Phaser there in third spot. So Phaser's got a good lead over the Phaser there. And the Colesberg has got a good lead over the Stealthy, but the Colesberg is going to have to go into the pit. Looking at his tyre wear, he's going to have to go into the pit this lap. With Stealthy there in 8th. Phaser there in 9th. The Billion there in 10th. Shoo there in 11th. Bish there in 12th. And Saint there in 13th. So Rufus still has on lap 21st lap. Rufus still has the lead. Well, where is Willard? Willard is there. Rufus is there. So Willard is definitely. Let's see. Rufus is doing 2:11s. Willard is doing 2:05s now. So Willard is definitely closing that gap onto Rufus. We've got probably one more lap, getting the 27th minute now, so probably one more lap after this. The IQ there in 3rd spot, well behind Willard, and Isaac there in 4th. He's being chased down by the Frank, who's in 5th. So there is a battle here. Oh, Isaac's just spun it. It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for him. Just going around the thing. I was just looking at something. Oh, let's see, there's Isaac. So this has got probably been near enough the last, coming towards the last lap. Fraser is trying to close that gap onto Carlsberg. But this is, they're now definitely coming onto the final lap now. This will be the final lap. Where is Willard? Willard is there. Rufus is there, just gone through the first corner. And look at that tyre wear for Rufus. Look at that, and look at Willard. So Rufus just going through Le Bon now. Trying to keep as much of the yellows as they want, with Willard there, trying to do all that he can to close that gap onto the Rufus. Rufus's grip is astonishingly bad now on those intermediate tyres. Willard is there. He is doing all that he can to close that gap. Never getting past Le Billion. IQ's there third. Isaac there fourth. Frank there fifth. Blackstar sixth. Carlsberg leading the way for the GR4 still at the moment. Fraser there 8th, Stealthy there 9th, Billion there 10th, Shoo there 11th, Bish 12th, Saint there 13th. I was just gonna have to stay on board with Rufus and Willard here. Rufus is still ahead. They are in the last, coming into the last section now. Rufus does have that lead still. Willard is just, he is going like having togs trying to catch Rufus up. And they come up to two bystanders. Oh, Rufus goes out a bit wide there. He does get back on. And Rufus wins. Well done to Rufus. Well done to, unlucky to Willard. That was a great finish from them two. Frank finishes in 6th. Fraser will finish in 7th. Stealth will finish in 8th. Carlsberg will finish in 9th. Billion 10th. Shoo 11th. Bish 12th, Saint 13th, IQ takes 3rd position, well, they haven't finished, Saint has finished yet, Billion's finished in 10th, Shoo will take 12th, 11th, and Bish will take 12th. So we've still got 2 positions to finish. That will be Isaac and Blackstar. Isaac going very wide there, so that'll probably he might pick up a half-second penalty there. We might be lucky and get away with it. So Isaac takes 4th position. And Black Star will come home to finish in 5th position. And that was a brilliant race there from everyone at Spa 24. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you next time for round 6 at Dragon Tail Seaside. So bye bye for now.